Hey guys, welcome to Boots and Bounty Homestead, and thank you for watching this collaboration. This is hashtag Healthy Snacks 25. This year's hosts are Tammy from Mountain Grandma, Tina at Life in the Piedmont, and Gail at Gail Southern Living. Thank you very much, ladies, for the invitation, and let's get started. So today I am going to be sharing with you more of a anytime kind of item. As you can tell from the title, this is a flourless, sugarless sandwich bread. This is not a loaf, this is just a single serve. Because a lot of times moms or dads or aunts or uncles or grandmas or whoever needs to go on some kind of diet because of their health changes. Something comes up. Not everybody wants to change their diet just because of one or two people in the family. Believe me, I know. I have 3 kids. So whenever me and Steven decide, oddly enough as always at different times, to go on these health kicks, not everybody wants to be on board at the same time, even with spouses or partners. So in order to do this and stay with what I'm willing to do and allow the other family members to do what they want to do or need to do, then here's my compromise. So I will let them have their bread, which we get the healthiest that we can find, or I make my own. And then the people that need to have a stricter diet or confine to other healthy alternatives, that's where these single serve methods can come into play. So today I want to share with you just a single serve sandwich bread, and the recipe is going to be down below, so make sure that you go under the video and click that word that says more ... It's going to drop down. If you're on a phone, you might have to click the word more again. If you're on a computer, it should just automatically drop down. I will have the recipe all typed out in the bottom. You can highlight the recipe and copy it over to a Word document or whatever you use and print it off for later use. You can screenshot it. You can do whatever you want to. So to get started, let's get all of our ingredients together. What you will need is almond flour, 2 eggs, baking powder, salt, a little bit of water, a little bit of olive oil, and either some psyllium husk powder, or you can use superfine ground flaxseed. And that's all you're going to need for this recipe. So we're going to start by combining 2 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, the 2 tablespoons of water is optional. Now you can wait until the end to mix this in, or you can go ahead and add 1 tablespoon now. It's totally up to you. I have added water and I have made it without water, and it does not affect either way. Once we mix the wet ingredients together, we are going to combine our dry ingredients, which include 6 tablespoons of almond flour, 1 tablespoon of the psyllium husk powder or the ground flaxseed, whichever you choose to use, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of real salt, not table salt, not that iodine stuff. So what I like to do is use my immersion blender to mix this all together, and by doing this, it does allow the eggs to be light and fluffy and airy and kind of foamy, and that in turn is going to allow the bread to have those tiny bubbles in it. Right now what I have is a 5-inch square plastic container. I do have on the way a glass container. It just did not get here in time for me to do this video, but I have made it in this one just a few times and it has worked great. So you want to stick to about the size of a sandwich bread, and that's usually 4 to 5 inches. We're going to put some kind of barrier in the bottom. You can use a little bit of oil, you can use whatever spray that you would like, or you can use butter, doesn't matter. and then you're simply just going to pour the batter into the container. Then we are going to put this in the microwave for 90 seconds. Now if it does come out just a little bit shiny, like it's raw in the middle, you can put it back in for an additional 20 to 30 seconds, and then it will be done. You do want to allow this to cool just slightly, and then you can dump it out and use a bread knife very gently, because this bread is super soft, and you're going to cut it in half so that way you have 2 slices of bread. Now as an alternative, you can half this recipe and it will make half of the thickness of this bread if you want it to be a little bit thinner. So it's totally up to you as to the thickness of the bread that you want to make. So now, as a surprise addition recipe, I'm actually going to use this bread to make a hot ham and cheese grilled sandwich, and I'm going to use the air fryer. So what I do is go ahead and cut the bread in half like I just explained. I'm going to dress it with mayonnaise, mustard, ham, and cheese. And then we're simply going to put it in the air fryer on 400 degrees and cook it for 6 minutes. And then if you see that there is any need to flip it over and add an additional minute or 2, you can do that as well. Then you will have this nice, fluffy, ready-to-eat sandwich. You can do this for any sandwich that you want, and I do recommend that you either toast this bread or put it in the air fryer, because it does tend to be a little bit wet, like a sponge, and I have really enjoyed putting it in the air fryer and making sandwiches that way. You can always store whatever you don't eat in the refrigerator, take it back out, either pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, or you can simply put it back in the air fryer at 350 for about 3 or 4 minutes to let it warm up. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope this helps so many people. This is truly my favorite bread, since I can no longer have flour or the sugar that the flour turns into. This is a super great alternative for any kind of diet. So I really urge you to try this recipe. Thank you ladies for having the invite. Don't forget, there's going to be a giveaway. I will have the playlist down below. I will have all of the participants and their dates that they will be participating and uploading their video down below. Total list of them. So make sure you go check out all their videos, and there will be a giveaway that might use the comment picker. So make sure you comment, say hi, say something down below. That way your name will be entered into that comment picker during the giveaway. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.